It's scheduled on the channel for this morning.
Yeah. This was doing it to me yesterday too. I couldn't find it. And I got home and I was able to find it on the iPad.
Your Cricket Wireless is acting up?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we've already got 3 people in the channel, so
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
good morning, everyone. This is Jason McPhee with the Raptors Cast. This is Game 2 of the 12U Raleigh Raptors A team against the Carolina Hurricanes white team. We played yesterday evening. We were able to win that game 3-1. Hoping for a similar or better performance today. Zamboni just got off the ice. They're still scraping off the snow. Doors are closing. Some of the Canes kids are already lined up. I don't see referees yet, so we got a little time here. Still got to get the net set. I'm going to be operating as a one-man show again today, so I've got the camera by myself, and I'll be calling the game. Damon working an off shift, so he's unable to make the game, unfortunately. This is good though, the ice gets secure a little bit. It was looking pretty wet.
I didn't think you were going to show.
I will say this platform is a huge improvement from yesterday. If we had like another, like a similar platform to drop right on top of this, it'd be amazing. I could raise the tripod up a little bit, so we'll be on the lookout. Keep improving the foxhole. All right, I can see the Raptors coming out of the locker room, making their way over to the door. Got Coach Bill over there on the ice with them. Just waiting for some referees. Give us the green light. We'll get some coach action. See if Coach Hoover can make the walk. Wait, hey, I will never miss an opportunity to catch someone wipe out on the ice on the walk across, you know? It's a different kind of entertainment. I never miss a chance to film the coaches walking across the ice. And in the event that we maybe catch a wipeout, you know?
Notice that I did not walk on the ice.
All right, everyone's set to go out, and there the referees go. They'll probably get the net set real quick and get us underway. Looks like we got the same ref and crew from yesterday. We've got the youngster with the green band on in learning mode. Is that the same ref from yesterday? No, he's a different one. The young one's the same one. All right. Got the refs getting the nets all set up. We got 3 minutes on the warm-up clock. Cosolito's on the door to lead us onto the ice. All right, there's the whistle. Here come the Raptors. I'll get you oriented into our zone so you can watch the warm-up. Morning, ref. How are you today? Just to get us going here, Jason McPhee operating solo. I got the camera and the cast today. This is game 2 of the Raleigh Raptors 12UA against the Carolina Hurricanes 12U white team. We came away yesterday with a 3-1 victory. It was a great game. Hoping to come up with a similar, better performance today. We've got about 2.5 minutes on the warm-up clock. We'll get this game underway. Ice is looking great this morning. It had plenty of time to cure. We had Medlin in net yesterday, so we'll see if Casalito will get the start. That's my assumption. Got about 2 minutes left on the warm-up. Okay.
We've got to get after the net. We left way too much loose in front of the net to get buried.
I think that goalie had a very lucky day yesterday. It could have been way worse. So if we do what we did yesterday, I'd expect a lot more to go in. All right, down to the last 45 seconds of our warm-up. There's the buzzer. We'll start to get the pucks all cleaned up. Get the boys over to the bench for the pregame pump. Get a motivational speech from the coaches, get them fired up. I'd like to see the Raptors get out to a quick start. I was just talking to Rick about how many, we went hard yesterday and got a lot of shots on this goalie. He made a lot of saves, but it would be nice to punch in a few more of those. Realistically, we probably could have had 7, 8 goals yesterday. There's a few good shifts where we were chopping at the puck in front of the net. Just bear with me too, as every rink's a little different. When the puck plays along the wall, it's going to be a little bit blocked, but we'll get you the best coverage that we can. All right, Jeff's online watching from work. Cool. Wish you were here, buddy. We got 15 minutes on the clock. Ready to get this first period underway. All right, Raptors look ready to go. It's going to be Schroeder, Lane, and Anaya up on forward to get us started. Let's see what our defensive pairing is. It's Casalito with the start in net. Robinson and Hollingworth going to kick us off on defense. Schroeder on the face-off. He wins it back cleanly to Robinson. Robinson backhands it forward. It's blocked away. Puck battle along the boards. Anaya. It Puck goes down into the zone. Nope, Robinson's first to the puck. He bangs it around the boards. Lane chasing the puck into the corner. Puck is still loose. Schroeder racing with the puck right below me. Into the Canes zone. 5-1 defenseman. Puck's poked away into the corner. Schroeder with the puck still behind the net. Looking for a centering attempt. Continues to carry. Puts the brakes on. Fires it behind the net to Anaya. Anaya gets the puck to his forehand, centers it. Blocked by the goalie's paddle. Pushed up to the point. Chips into the middle. All the way through the neutral zone. Past Robinson on the far side. Into the corner. He cuts to the net. Shot. Cosolito makes the save. Robinson in a puck battle down low. Schroeder comes in to help out. Bangs it around the board to Anaya. Anaya tries to chip it past the defenseman who holds the zone. Picked up. Canes still in possession of the puck. He tries to put a move on Hollingworth, blocks it. The Canes fire it down low. Canes up the puck behind the net. It's knocked away by Robinson. He fires it up along the wall. Defenseman steps in to hold the zone. It's knocked away by Lane. Lane skating. He's got an eye on the left side, right side, sorry. Puck's taken away and banged off the boards. Schroeder sends it back to Anthony, who's streaking in. Anthony winds up and fires it into the zone. Good dunk. Coaches are calling for a change. Lane's coming off the ice. Canes are carrying through the neutral zone. McPhee's on. We've got Hoover and Anthony out there on D. Anaya chops at the puck. He centers one. McPhee comes to the middle, couldn't get to it. Up to the point, Anthony steps in, fires it down low. Schroeder chasing. It's wrapped around the boards. McPhee pressing. Hoover steps in to hold the zone. She can't. She recovers the puck all the way over to the far side, into the zone. Hoover pushes it to the middle. Goalie makes the initial save. McPhee comes in for the rebound. He couldn't get there in time. Defenseman stepped in, couldn't hold the zone. It goes past, all the way down. Cosolito fires it over to Anthony. Anthony sends it up into the middle. It's chipped away. Canes pick up the loose puck in the neutral zone and bang it right back in, and they're offsides. By a mile, nothing called. Anthony with the puck. Tries to hit McPhee. It's a little bit ahead of him, but the defenseman chopped at it, so we avoid an icing. Canes recover the puck in the neutral zone. Pass is blocked by Doss. Canes grab it and push it into the zone. Anthony streaking over. Bangs it off the boards. McPhee's there. McPhee picks up the puck. McPhee over the red line. Tries to send it down into the corner. Doss is there to try to shut it down. Waldron steps up. The puck goes in between his legs all the way back to the defense. Wolf has it. Wolf sends it up along the boards to McPhee, but a Canes player's right there. We catch him with an offsides. 12:01 left in the first period. We're going to get a fresh line out there. Felmy, McLam, and DiLorenzo with Wolf and Akiaberski on defense. DiLorenzo on the draw. Canes win it back cleanly. Canes passes it back to the defenseman. McLam steps in. Ooh, Felmy tried to poke the puck, but it made it into our zone. Wolf's bumped down off of the puck, and the Canes fire down in low. It goes all the way into the corner. DiLorenzo's chasing. He goes down. Puck battle in the corner. McLam comes in to help out. Big scrum. I can't really see what's happening. Puck comes up along the boards. Defenseman sends it back in, but DiLorenzo scoops it up. DiLorenzo with the puck in the neutral zone. He's taken down. Continues to play the puck from his knees. Wolf steps up. Puck's pushed past him. Akiaberski has it. He sends it up. Hits McLam on a stick. Defenseman blows an edge. DiLorenzo into the zone with speed. McLam in the middle. DiLorenzo fires one at the net. Goalie knocks it down. McLam's there for the rebound on his knees, but goalie covered it up. Good shift. I like that they got us a face-off in the zone. 11:10 left in the first period. We're going to get a full line change here. Anaya, Lane, Schroeder, Robinson, and Hollingworth. Schroeder on the face-off. He wins it back. Robinson steps in and fires it down low into the corner. Lane chasing the puck. Canes come up with it, wrap it up the boards. Lane blocks it, sends it into the middle, no one there. Hollingworth steps in and fires it down low. Unfortunately, a Canes player came in and stepped at it. Robinson poking at the puck. Canes player tries to take him to the outside. He has the puck down in the corner, centers one. Schroeder picks it up. Schroeder hits Lane with a pass. Lane can't handle it. It goes into the Canes zone. They try to bang it off the boards. It's blocked and down into the corner. Canes turn and fire it up along the wall. Lane's there, shuts it down, centers one. Anaya racing for the puck. Hollingworth steps in, backhands it into the zone. Anaya gets a stick on it. Canes trying to clear it out. They do. Robinson getting back. It's 2-on-1 momentarily, and they fire it into the zone. Casalito sticks it off into the corner. Robinson turns, chips at the puck, pushes it up along the wall to Lane. Canes pick it off and center one. That took a weird bounce. Anaya's first to the puck on the far wall. He pushes it to the middle. Lane steps in, grabs the pass. He's supported by Schroeder. Lane, puts a move on the defenseman who goes down and trips him. No call. Even though it's accidental, it's still a trip. Anaya grabs the puck. He's swatting at it along the wall. Hoover steps in, holds his own, pushes it down to Schroeder. He can't handle the puck. Anthony steps in, misses on the puck. Hoover's in a 2-on-1. Anaya's back checking to help out. Canes push it ahead. He puts the brakes on and Hoover knocks it away. Hoover's carrying the puck, pushes it along the boards. Lane steps in. Oh, nice pass by Lane. Quick one. A little ahead of Schroeder, but good idea. Canes carrying the puck in their own zone. Lane over to the wall to try to shut it down. Schroeder comes in to help out as the Canes fired around their own net. Over to the far side boards. McPhee there with pressure. Schroeder comes in, swats at the puck. It's caught in some legs. Hoover knocks it down low. McPhee takes a swat at the puck. It gets past him. Schroeder holds his own. Right to Lane's forehand. Lane fires one right off of the pads of a Canes player. Lane coming off for a change. Schroeder sends it down low. Canes come up with it. They're trying to clear out of the zone, and they do. Into the neutral zone. Doss skating backwards. It's fired in by the Canes. Hoover chasing the puck. Scrum down low. Puck is in the corner. Hoover's first to it. Sends it up along the wall. McPhee's there. Hoover chips it to him. McPhee tries to play the puck past the defenseman. He sends it down into the corner. Doss is going to be first to the puck. He's got Waldron and McPhee in front of the net. Doss with the puck. Canes come in and jump on him. Can't really see the action. Waldron comes in along to help him out. He swats at the puck. It goes back down into the corner. Pushed up along the wall. Blocked by Doss. Doss pushing at it. McPhee turns, fires. It goes wide of the net. Wolf racing in to try to hold the zone. Waldron comes up. It goes past Wolf. Okyabrski racing. And we're going to let that one go for icing. All right, 8:02 left in the first period. We have a 0-0 hockey game. It's going to be a face-off inside the Cane zone. It's DiLorenzo, McLam, and Yellen with Wolf and Okyabrski. DiLorenzo on the face-off. Canes come up with it, push it up to the point. Wolf steps in, fires one towards the net, right into the goalie's glove. Good idea. Take another face-off inside their zone. DiLorenzo on the draw. Canes win it again. He centers one. It's picked off by McLam. McLam winds up, fires a shot, saved by the goalie. He gets his own rebound. It's knocked away by the Canes. Canes skating with the puck. Picked off by DiLorenzo, who sends it low. McLam's in the corner. He grabs the puck, tries to center one, knocked away by the goalie. He's going to cover it up. McLam came in for the rebound and was taken down. All right, good shift for this line, keeping the puck in the zone, creating some opportunities. DiLorenzo, third face off of the shift, fires one at the net. It's knocked down by a Canes player. They push it up along the boards. Puck's blocked. Some dirty behind the play. DiLorenzo tries to send it back in the zone. It's picked off. Wolf's hanging back. Okyabrski back checking. Wolf steps up, plays on the puck. Okyabrski in the back. McLam grabs it, sends it out of the zone on his backhand, doesn't clear. DiLorenzo tries to grab the puck, he loses it. Okyabrski with the puck, sends it up to the point. Too heavy. Oh, luckily didn't go down for icing. A Canes player was in the neutral zone and the change to hold it. Puck's right below me. Anaya's chopping at it. He's got 3 Canes players on him. They come away with it and into our zone. Okyabrski chasing the puck into the corner. And we're going to get a power play here. Okyabrski with the puck, puts the brakes on. It goes up to Anaya. Lane's calling for the puck. It's a little bit behind him, but he slows down to grab it. Supported by Schroeder. Lane winds up. It goes over to the top of the net. Wolf steps in to hold the zone. We got an extra skater out there. And the Canes touch up It's going to be a minute 30 power play. It's probably going to be an unsportsmanlike. He threw one of our players' sticks. Minute 30 for unsportsmanlike was the call. 6:27 left in the first period. We got a Raptors power play for a minute 30. It's Schroeder, Anaya, and Lane with Robinson and Hollingworth on D. Schroeder on the face-off. Chops at it. Pushed up to the point by Anaya. Hollingworth takes a shot. Schroeder with a rebound, pokes at it. Goalie covers it up. It's going to be a face-off inside the zone. Good execution of the face-off to get it up to the point for an initial shot. We'll look for a repeat of that. Schroeder on the draw. He wins it back to Lane. Lane turns to his forehand, can't get the shot off. Robinson chops it down low. It doesn't get through. Schroeder with a hustle play. Knocks down, shot by Lane. Anaya trying to get the rebound. He can't. Kicked away by the goalie. Played behind the Canes net. Right back to Lane. Lane turns and fires one off the side of the net. It's wrapping around the boards. Anaya's first to the puck. Canes come up with it. Hits his man in the center. Right past Hollingworth. Robinson turns to backwards. Almost loses an edge. He puts a move on. It's 1-0. He goes down on a breakaway. Hollingworth turns and fires the puck along the boards. Anaya tries to step and hold it. It's knocked away and back into the zone. Anaya chips it with his backhand up to Schroeder. Schroeder up to Lane. Lane puts it through the stick of the defenseman. He's in 1-0. Lane 1-0 with the goalie. Puts a move on and scores. Beautiful move by Lane. Nice pass by Schroeder to set that up. That's a power play goal. What?
Parker had the services.
Okay. Anaya to Schroeder to Lane. Just good execution, power play goal. 5:29 left in the first period, and we're up 1-0. We got Waldron, Dawson, McPhee with Hoover and Anthony out there on defense. Waldron on the face-off. Won back by the Canes, but Dawson's hustling with pressure. Fired up along the boards by the Canes. Anthony shuts that down, and it's pushed past him into our zone. Hoover's first to the puck. She wraps it all the way around. McPhee coming in to pick it up. Waldron steps in. Oh, sorry, that was Hoover that stepped in. McPhee has the puck. He tries to dump it in. He sends it in. It's going to go for icing. All the way back into our zone. McPhee has the puck. 5:03 left in the first. We're up 1-0. Same crew on the ice. It's fired back into the zone by the Canes defense. Anthony on the puck. Anthony's still fighting for the puck down in the corner. It's wrapped all the way around. McPhee racing for the puck. Hoover comes in to back up. It's pushed to the middle. Waldron gets it. He fires it up, just trying to clear the zone, and he does. Icing's waved off. McPhee and Doss with pressure in the zone. McPhee chips at it behind the net. Waldron comes in to help out. Canes push it up along the boards. Anthony steps in. Canes clear the zone. Hoover comes over to play it. She has the puck knocked away. Luckily, the player loses an edge. Waldron chips it up along the wall. Comes right back into the zone. Waldron pushes it over to the far side. Too far ahead for McPhee. The Canes dump it in. Anthony on the puck. He sends it up around the boards. McPhee picks it up. Doss calls for the puck. He gets it. It's a little bit behind him, but he handles it cleanly. Puts a move on, has it poked away. Canes pick it up with speed into our zone. Felmy stepped in to make a play at the blue line and calls an offsides. Nice play by Felmy. Should be a face-off right below us. All right, we got DiLorenzo, Yellen, and Felmy with Wolf and Okyaberski. DiLorenzo on the draw. It's pushed ahead. Yellen makes a chip at it. DiLorenzo comes up with the puck.
It's a makeup call for this.
Yeah, they got us there. I don't like that because he's stuck. I mean, he clearly stopped. He knew he was offsides, and but hey, he was technically offsides. But at least he recognized it. All right, DiLorenzo, another face-off. He pushes it into the zone, chases it on face-off, but the Canes ship it up along the boards. Cuts to the middle. Akiabrski trying to push him to the outside. He gets a backhand shot off. It goes high and over the top of the goal. Centering attempt by the Canes off of DiLorenzo's skate. Wolf looking for an option. Wraparound attempt by the Canes that's shut down. Akiabrski with the puck. Pushed up along the wall to Yellen. Yellen with pressure in the neutral zone. Canes push it up to the right wing. DiLorenzo comes in on a nice back check, but the Canes come away with it. Into our zone. Akiabrski pushing to the outside. DiLorenzo comes in and cleans that up. Puts the brakes on. Turns back. Fires it over to the boards. Yellen steps in and the Canes get it down into the zone. Puck battle down in the corner. Canes come away with it. Wolf swats at it. Loses it. Cosolito trying to cover it up. Puck's loose. DiLorenzo comes and pokes it away. Yellen on the point man who dumps it in past him. Canes with the puck behind our net. Trying to center it. He looks for a wraparound attempt. Cosolito shuts it down. They're still chopping at the puck. He waves off it. No goal. I couldn't tell if it went in, but in either case, they waved it off. Cosolito had it covered up, and they kept chopping at the puck. Appreciate that whistle by the ref. 2:24 left in the first period. Raptors up 1-0. Schroeder and Lane with Hollingworth and Robinson on defense. Schroeder to take the face-off inside our zone. Canes win it. Turn. Quick shot that's blocked by Lane. Canes still in possession of the puck. He whiffs on the shot. Pushed over into the corner. Lane tries to break that up. Schroeder comes up with the puck. Schroeder with support by Anaya. Pushes it ahead a little too far. The hands up for icing. It's waved off. Centering attempt. Goalie covers it up. He kind of flopped that in front of the net a little bit high off the ice. And looks like we're going to get a penalty on the Canes. I didn't see what happened. It's going to be a Raptors power play for 1:30 with 2:09 left in the first period. We got a 1-0 lead. I didn't see what the call was. Let's see. Slashing call. We'll take it. Schroeder on the draw. Pushes it up to the point. Hollingworth handles the puck. He looks, sends it down low to Anaya. Anaya still in possession of the puck. Centers one to the middle. It's blocked. Schroeder on the rebound. It's loose. Everyone chopping at it. It flops up into the air about 8 feet high. Canes player flips it over the head of Robinson into our zone. Robinson chasing the puck. It goes behind the net. Actually, it goes down for icing call. The Canes bench not happy about that call. We're going to switch out the defense. Anthony and Hoover step on. Schroeder on the draw. Canes win it. They try to fire it up along the boards. It's blocked by Anaya. Pushes it to the middle. All the way over to the far boards. Lane winds up and blasts it behind the net. Anaya chasing the puck. Canes send it up along the wall. That's blocked by Anaya. It's caught in that weird divot down there where the Zamboni comes out. That's the worst spot for a puck. Lane chasing behind the net. On his backhand, he centers it around the weird side. No one was expecting that. Hoover steps in to hold the zone. She does. Schroeder winds up, takes a shot that goes wide right of the net. Anaya sees Lane, centers a little bit behind him. He almost got a shot off. Schroeder pressuring. Lane grabs the puck, cuts back to his backhand, gets a shot off. Anthony trying to hold the zone. The Canes chip it past him. Anthony taken down as he battles to get the puck back in the zone. And now another penalty coming up against the Canes. That was completely unnecessary punch he took at Anthony while he was on the ice.
Right.
Hey, another one. They got another penalty. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Raptors for about 20 seconds here. We got Waldron, Doss, and McPhee with Robinson and Hollingworth. We'll get a 5-on-3 for about 20 seconds, and then we'll have another 1:10 on a 5-on-4. That was an unnecessary penalty by the Canes. He literally got tangled up with Anthony It was completely accidental, and when Anthony was getting up, he cross-checked him in the back of his head, right in front of the ref. So anyway, we'll take our 5-on-3 for 20 seconds. Waldron on the draw. Canes win it back into the corner. Waldron chasing. The Canes wrapping around Doss. First to the puck. He sends one to the middle. It pops loose. Hollingworth steps in, chops it up high in the air. Goalie knocks it down. McPhee in on the rebound. It's going to be frozen by the goalie, and we'll get another face-off inside the zone. Five seconds left on the 5-on-3. Waldron on the face-off. He wins it back. Hollingworth steps in, turns, fires it with his forehand. Ends up on Waldron's stick. It's caught up in between McPhee's legs. It's pushed over to the far side wall. Canes wind up and fire one. That's going to go all the way down for icing. And we'll get another face-off inside the zone. The 5-on-3 is killed off. We're at 5-on-4 hockey for 1 minute. 27 seconds left in this first period. Raptors up 1-0. Waldron in on the puck for the face-off. Puck drop off of McPhee's skates. Robinson sends one toward the net. It goes off wide right into the corner. Waldron tracing. He centers one to McPhee. McPhee backhand to Doss. Doss off of the goalie's head. Nice setup. Another centering attempt by Doss. It's blocked. Robinson has the puck. Sends it down low to Doss. It's picked off. Canes skating the puck into the neutral zone. 3 seconds left in the penalty. Dumps it down into our zone, and that's going to kill the penalty or kill the period. All right, so we're gonna. Hollingworth just took a nasty wipeout as he was playing the puck there at the end of the period. All right, so we've got a 1-0 hockey game after one period. We've still got a 5-on-4 hockey. 33 seconds into the second period, we'll be on the power play. Overall, another good hockey game, just like yesterday. It's evenly matched teams here. I think we're outplaying them. Team over getting a little coaching session. Pumped up and ready to go. What? All right, Schroeder, Lane, and Anaya with Oktyabrsky and Wolf. Schroeder on the face-off. He wins it back cleanly to Oktyabrsky. He pushes it ahead and into the zone. Icing's waved off by the ref. Schroeder sends it back to Lane. Lane couldn't handle it. Canes come away with the puck. Anaya swats at it. Canes still have the puck past Oktyabrsky. Wolf pushes him to the outside. They get a shot off. It's blocked by Cosolito and into the corner. Oktyabrsky with the puck. He pushes it ahead to Lane. Lane to Schroeder. Schroeder supported by Anaya, who's uncovered. Oh, he starts to send one to the middle. It gets through. Anaya with a shot. Nice setup. I don't know how that made it through. It ended up on Anaya's backhand, but he was able to turn and get a shot off on his forehand. We're going to push out. We've got Felmy, McLam, and DiLorenzo with Wolf and Oktyabrsky. They've killed off the power play. 5-on-5 hockey. It comes up to the point. Wolf can't hold his own. Wolf chasing. He's pressured by two Canes players. Sends it over to Oktyabrsky. Has it knocked away, but he regroups. Comes up with it, pushes it to the middle. The Canes have the puck. Felmy steps in. DiLorenzo able to grab that loose puck. He's harassed by a Canes player and turns it over. Felmy grabs the puck. Momentarily has it knocked away. Canes are into our zone. He's pushed to the outside. We're able to get it out of our zone. McLam with the puck right past me. He centers one over to Felmy. Felmy chasing the puck, puts the brakes on, turns it over at the blue line. Akiabrski waiting for everyone to clear. It goes in. It should have been an offsides. It wasn't called. Canes try to wrap the puck up the boards. He whiffs on it. Second attempt, he clears it. It's not going to make it down for icing. Hoover's on the puck. Hoover turns, wraps behind her own net. Anthony moves to the front of the net. Hoover sends it up, has it blocked. McLam chasing the puck. Canes come away with it. Centering attempt. Anthony knocks it down. Anthony turns and fires it up along the boards. Lamb trying to get over there for the breakout. He doesn't. Canes send it down behind our net. Wraparound attempt, knocked down by Casalito. Canes still in possession of the puck. Looks the other way. Hoover harassing. Anthony comes in to help out. Puck's loose. DiLorenzo picks it up in front. He fires it up along the boards. That will go down for icing. 13 minutes left in the second period. It's going to be a face-off down inside our zone. We've got McPhee, Doss, and Waldron. Anthony and Hoover will remain on the ice. Waldron on the face-off. He pushes it ahead to himself. Doss pushes it ahead. McPhee's first to the puck. McPhee racing with the puck into the Cane zone. He looks, fires one on net. It creates a rebound, and they're there to poke it in. Good execution. It looks like Waldron got the rebound from McPhee's shot. That's what we do. We put pucks on the net, and then we crash it. It creates great opportunities. Good execution by that line. 12:48 left in the second period, and the Raptors are up 2-0. We're going to keep the same lineup out there. Waldron pushes the puck ahead. Comes over, McPhee grabs it. McPhee winds up, tries to dump it, he does. It's wrapping around the net. Doss is over there to pick that up. Doss and Waldron both harassing. Centering attempt off the side of the net. Waldron pokes at it, goes over to the wall. Anthony steps in, ends up on Doss's stick. Oh, kicks off to the goalie. McPhee first to the puck. He tries to center one. It's blocked, but goes down into the corner. Canes wrap it around. Doss is over on the far side trying to shut it down. Anthony kicks it with his skate. He ends up getting burned a little bit on the play. He's hustling to get back in. Hoover moves to the puck and knocks it off into the corner. Canes overshoot the puck. Hoover comes up with it. She's skating. Sends it up along the boards to Doss. Doss chips it to his forehand and pushes it in. That might go down for icing. It will. We were a little bit behind the red line when we chipped that one in. Good idea. Just got to get over the red line before we dump it. 12 minutes left in the second period. Raptors up 2-0. Schroeder, Lane, and Anaya with Robinson and Hollingworth on D. Face off inside the Raptor zone. Schroeder's going to take this face off. Canes win it. Quick shot. Casalito knocks it down. Rebound. Casalito recovers, goes over the top of his head. Schroeder picks up that loose puck in the corner. He fires it up high into the air, up to the point. Lane knocks it away. Quickly sends it over to Anaya. He wasn't really ready for it. Anaya with the puck. He's over the red line. He gets and dumps it into the Cane zone. Schroeder pressuring on one side. Lane's on the other. Robinson steps in to hold the zone as they fired up the boards. Lane jumps at the shot attempt. Anaya pushes it in front to Lane. Nice setup by the line. Really good holding of the zone by Robinson. He pushed it over to the far side. Anaya saw Lane wide open in front of the net and pushed it right back to him. He had Schroeder and Lane wide open in front of the net. That's a 3-0 lead for the Raptors after 2 with 11:30 remaining. We'll keep the same forwards out there, and we've got, it's Hollingworth and Robinson will remain on the ice as well. Schroeder on the face-off. Canes win it. Anaya over to the boards to try to shut it down. Canes bang it up along past him. Hollingworth steps up. The Canes poke it past him. Wind up, shot. Casalito knocks it down. It's loose in front. Schroeder picks it up. He's over to the boards. He's got Anaya skating. It's a little bit ahead of him, behind him. He tried to get his stick on it and couldn't. It's going to go down for icing. All right, we're getting some fresh D out there. We've got Wolf and Akiabrski. Same forwards will remain on the ice.
25 put it back in the front, 18 put it in.
Schroeder on the draw. It's neutral, pushes it to the middle. Akiabrski's going to be first to the puck. He looks, sends it up along the wall. It's high. Defenseman holds his own, sends it right back low. Okyabrski knocks it down, chips at it again. This time it's to Schroeder. He loses the puck. He's able to clear the zone. Lane has it, sends it over to Anaya. Anaya's got one defenseman to beat. He sends it towards the net. Kick save off into the corner. Kane's trying to clear the zone. Okyabrski steps in and pushes it down low. Kane's behind their own net. He turns back the other way. Schroeder pressuring up to the point again. Past Okyabrski. He's supported by Wolf. Okyabrski turns, assesses, backhands it off the boards. Nobody's there except the Canes. They come and fire one towards the net. Cosolito with a save. Rebound. Knockdown again. Right into Cosolito's glove. Good save there. Getting fresh legs out there. We got DiLorenzo, McLam, and Yellen. Anthony and Hoover come onto the ice. DiLorenzo to take the face-off with 10:24 left in the third. Raptors up 3-0. DiLorenzo comes up with the puck off the face-off. He chips it out of the zone. It's a little heavy. That's going to go for icing. We're going to repeat the same thing. They're working the music pretty hard today. DiLorenzo on the draw. He pushes it up high. It was a win, but McLam couldn't handle it. It's fired back down low into the corner by the Canes defenseman. Anthony turns and wraps it back the other way. McLam over to the boards, chasing. He's harassed. Ends up with the puck. Gets it out of the zone. Yellen couldn't handle the pass. Canes come up with it over the red line. Yellen chips at it. Anthony fires it out, but the Canes push it right back in. Hoover's going to be first to the puck. It's in that weird divot down in the Zamboni doors, and it gets caught up. She overshot it again. That's just a tough spot to play the puck. It's hard to, if you haven't seen this spot on the ice, it's hard to explain it to you, but that puck gets caught in there. It's really hard to play. You have to like invert your stick to get it out of there. All right, McPhee, Dawson, Waldron onto the ice. Hoover and Anthony remain. Waldron on the face-off. He pushes it back into the corner. Anthony racing to the puck. He turns and wraps it around the boards. McPhee over there to the puck. McPhee comes up with it. Turns it over. Waldron backing him up. It's pushed ahead again. Puck battle along the boards right below me. It squirts into the zone. Doss comes up with a loose puck. Doss wheeling into the corner. Turns to his forehand. Tries to center one. Hoover steps in to try to hold the zone. It gets caught in between her legs. She has no idea where the puck's at. Canes player puts a move on right past her, and Hoover's going to get called for a penalty there. It'll be probably a hooking. Canes center the puck. McPhee touches up, and that's going to get us in the box. Hoover was stick lifting there, and they got her for a hooking penalty. Happens. All right, 9:03 left in the second period. All right, we're going to be killing a penalty now for a minute 30. We got Waldron and Dosswood, Robinson and Hollingworth out there. Waldron on the face-off. He pushes it to the middle. Canes come up with a quick shot. Knocked down by Cosolito. Rebound. Still loose. Canes get another one. Winds up for a shot. It's flipped up high over the top of the net. Doss turns and fires it up. The point man steps in and holds it. It's knocked off down into the corner. Waldron chasing. Canes first to the puck. He loses it. Waldron has it. He fires it up along the boards. Defenseman there uncontested. He winds up, fires one. It's knocked down by Doss. He just turns and fires it. It looks like that's going to go down for icing, and it will. All right, we got Lane and Anaya out there with Robinson and Hollingworth on D. We've got a minute 2 left in this penalty kill. Lane's going to take the face off. Or sorry, Anaya takes the face off. Canes come up with it. It's pushed to the middle. Lane knocks that down, turns and fires it off the boards. Can't clear the zone. Canes send it low, right to Lane again. He turns, chips. This time he does clear. Canes are going to have to regroup. Robinson with pressure. He knocks it down. Lane comes up with it. He's into the zone. Lane turns, puts a move on, has the puck knocked away and into the corner. He turns, fires one to the middle. Anaya couldn't get a stick on it. Hollingworth trying to hold the zone. He does, right down to Lane. Lane turns and fires it down into the corner. Puck's going behind the net. Anaya harassing. Canes come up with the puck. He tries to break out. Hollingworth turns, swats at it. He doesn't hold the zone, but he prevented them from getting it. We turned and pushed it back in. We were offsides there. Anaya and Lane couldn't clear the zone by the time the puck went back in. Face off right below me, Anaya and Lane. We got Oktyabrsky and Wolf out there on defense. Canes come up with the face off. Anaya knocks it away, turns and fires it into the zone. Good play. We're just trying to kill time here. Canes come up with it. He puts the brakes on right into Lane, sends it up to Oktyabrsky on the point. He winds up, shot, chipped by Lane in front. Canes clear the zone. Oktyabrsky grabs the puck, bangs it along the boards up ahead to Lane. He chips it into the zone. Hoover over to the bench. Schroeder's on. First line's out in full. Canes grab the puck. They're into our zone. Knocked away by Oktyabrsky. It goes off into the corner. Schroeder has the puck behind our net. It's poked away from him. He recovers it, sends it up into the middle. Kind of dangerous. Pushed over to the boards. Canes try to center one. Wolf knocks that down. He's carrying the puck behind our own net. He's harassed, has it taken away. It goes into the weird spot. Canes come up with the puck. Wide open man in front of the net. His centering attempt's knocked away by Oktyabrsky. He tries to push it up to Anaya. Nice pass. He hits him over to Lane. Good passing. Lane couldn't handle it. It was a little heavy. Schroeder with pressure, and they turn it over right to Lane. He hits Anaya. Anaya to Schroeder. One-timer. Oh, beautiful setup. Nice save by the goalie. That was a really nice setup. Yeah. Great save, though.
Great save by the goalie.
Yeah. Lane to Anaya. Anaya to Schroeder for a one-timer. He actually connected, and the goalie just swallowed that up. It was a good play. We got DiLorenzo, Felmy, and Yellen out there with Hoover and Anthony on D. DiLorenzo on the face-off. He chops it into the legs of the Canes player. They come up with the puck. Fired up along the boards. It's blocked. Second attempt. Canes are just trying to clear the zone. Felmy pushes it back in. Felmy centering attempt over to Yellen. It hits Yellen's stick. Shot. Rebound. Canes fired over to the boards. Anthony steps in, chips it past. Felmy pushes one to the middle again. This time it's blocked. Canes push it over to the far side boards. Hoover's first to the puck. The ref got in her way. And we got a penalty coming up. It looks like Hoover's going to go for her second of the game. We got Hollingworth. We're shorthanded, trying to see what the lineup's going to be here. We've got Anthony and Hollingworth with McLam and DiLorenzo. Canes win that face-off, pushes towards the net. Rebound. He couldn't get the shot off. It was a wide open net. McLam chasing the puck, supported by DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo has it. He's over the red line. He pushes it into the Canes zone. McLam with some pressure. McLam, nice pressure, knocks it away, holds it in. Hollingworth trying to hold the zone. He steps in, blocks the Canes player off of the puck. DiLorenzo grabs the puck again, fires it over the far side boards. McLam is there. McLam with the puck, puts the brakes on, loses it in his feet, fires at one. He goes down. Canes in possession of the puck. Carrying. Anthony steps in to try to hold the zone. McLam swats at it. He's playing the puck from his knees. Canes send it ahead. DiLorenzo scoops up, turns, and tries to fire it off the boards. It goes up. It's caught up under McLam, who's laying on the ice. Looks like he's okay. Canes into our zone. He winds up, takes a shot. Costello knocks it down. Anthony picks up the rebound. Puck battle behind the net. Canes player goes down. Anthony wraps around the boards. McLam coming over. Canes center one. That's blocked by Anthony. Anthony trying to clear the zone. The Canes come in and scoop it up. They push it down and hit DiLorenzo in the skates. Canes work the puck into the corner. Anthony fires it all the way around. McLam over to the boards again. This time he pushes it out of the zone. McLam's got one defenseman to beat. Puck's rolling. He's got help. He's bumped off of the puck. Trying to get to the front. He's taken down. It's going to be a penalty coming up for the Raptors. DiLorenzo tries to center one to Hollingworth, and it's played by the Canes. Canes player took a swat at Hollingworth there, and we could see the wheels turning. All the coaches cooled him down before he took a retaliatory penalty. I can't blame the Canes player for trying to get one back on us. All right, 4:29 left in the second period. Raptors up 3-0. We're on a power play for 1:30. McPhee, Waldron, Doss, Hoover, and Robinson out there on D. Waldron on the face-off. He wins it clean. Back to Robinson. Robinson fires one at the net. It goes down. Waldron on the rebound, and he buries it. Good job. Well executed play right there. That's what we want. Win the face-off clean. And then be there for the rebound. Nice work by this line. They've had a couple goals like that today. We're going to line the same crew up and do it all over again. 4-0 Raptors, 4:25 left in the second period. Power play goal.
Let's go, guys. Get one.
Raptors having a great game today. Not sure what's going on here. I think we got another power play coming up for the Raptors. I'm not sure what happened there. Face-off comes back. Canes won it. It's pushed ahead and into the Canes zone. Doss is first to the puck. Defenseman goes down. Centering attempt. Goalie knocks it down. McPhee trying to play the rebound. The goalie covers it up. Not sure what was going on with the penalty. Oh, okay. Yeah, so they had too many men on the ice, so we got another power play. Waldron wins the puck over to McPhee. He can't handle it. It clears the zone. Hoover turns, has it poked away to Robinson. Robinson trying to push to the outside. Puts the brakes on. Waldron steps in to clean up that puck. He sends it up to Doss, a little bit heavy and a little ahead. Doesn't look like it's going to go for icing. Goalie has to play it, barely handles it. Robinson tries to hold the zone, he can't. Hoover racing over to the puck. She curls with it, sends it up ahead to McPhee. McPhee turns the puck. He's into the Canes zone and sends it down into the corner. Waldron chasing that puck. Canes turn back the other way. McPhee shuts down the breakout, tries to center one, gets blocked, and they're skating with it. Canes with the puck into our zone. Cuts to his forehand, winds up for a shot. It's blocked. Nice play by Anthony. Puck is along the boards. We're just trying to get it out of our zone. Canes send it down into the corner. Sorry, that was Wolf on the puck. Centering attempt by the Canes is knocked down. Wolf with the puck. He's carrying. He chips it up ahead to McPhee, who's past the defenseman. McPhee into the zone with speed. Sorry, that's Lane. I didn't even see Lane come onto the ice. I apologize for that. Canes wrap it on the boards. Akiabachi steps in and holds the zone. He winds up, sends one towards the net. Rebound. Goalie covers it up with his glove as Lane took a stab at it. All right, so we got Lane, Anaya, and Schroeder onto the ice with Akiabachi and Wolf. 2:48 left in the second period. Raptors up 4-0. 5-on-5 hockey. Schroeder on the face-off. Wolf's calling for it. Schroeder pushes it to the middle. Canes come up with it behind their own net. Anaya pressuring. They put the brakes on and cut back the other way. Schroeder's right there. He gets a stick on it. Wolf holds the zone. It was a little heavy and he lost it, and the Canes came up with it. But good hustle by Wolf to fight back for that puck. He pushes it ahead to Anaya. Anaya sends it over to the far side corner. Lane's there for the rebound. He's looking wraparound. He centers one off of the goalie's pad. Canes bang it off of their own net. Schroeder with it. Lane tries to center one. It's caught in his feet. A Canes player goes down hard. Lane pushes it to the middle. Akiabachi steps in, winds up, shot. It hits Schroeder. It looked like in the head. He went down. Puck's still loose in the corner. Canes fired up along the boards. It's blocked by Anaya. Anaya tries to push it to the middle. It hits Lane. Lane looking, sees Schroeder in front. It's over the top of the goalie's stick, all the way up to the point. Wolf chips it past one player. Wolf sends it. It's blocked, but it still makes it down to the corner for Lane. He centers one. Schroeder chops at it. It's still loose. Canes behind their own net. Anaya right there harassing up along the boards. Okyabrski steps in, fires one towards the net. Oh! Beautiful play. Okyabrski just fired it at the net. It hit something, took a weird angle, and went into the net. I love it. Just put pucks on net, right? Good goal by Okyabrski. I think he's going to get credit for that one. 5-0 Raptors with 1:40 left in the second period. DiLorenzo, Yellen, and McLam out there with Hollingworth and Robinson. This is what I was talking about yesterday. We could have easily had, 8 goals the way I saw it. Raptors win the face-off, send it into the Canes zone. Canes are able to clear. They've got the puck in the neutral zone. McLam back-checking. Puck comes to Hollingworth, goes between his legs. Robinson picks it up behind our net, wraps all the way around, sends it up along the boards to Yellen. Yellen, good job puck battling at the blue line. The Canes hold the zone, though. He loses an edge. It's caught up in his feet as all players step in to get at the puck. Canes come away with it. It goes over the top of Cosolito's glove. That puck was loose with a wide open net, and somehow it got chipped up into Cosolito's glove. Amazing save. It looked like he was caught out pretty far. He just dangled his glove out there, and the backhand attempt by the Canes player just chopped up into the glove. DiLorenzo on the face-off. Canes win it back clean up to the point. He winds up, sends one towards the net. It goes wide left. Yellen over, chasing the puck along the boards. DiLorenzo comes away with the puck behind our own net. He goes. He's skating along the far side boards, cuts back to the middle. DiLorenzo supported by Yellen. Someone was taken down behind the play. It's going to be another power play coming up for the Raptors. DiLorenzo to the middle, cuts back to his forehand, shot off the side of the net. Canes touch up, and it's going to be a Raptors power play. Looks like they're getting somebody for a cross check. The Canes just need to get it together here. They're getting penalty after penalty unnecessarily. It's going to be a face-off inside their zone. 37 seconds left in the second period. We're going to keep the same group of forwards out there. I'd love to see this line punch one in. We've got Hoover and Anthony out on defense. DiLorenzo on the draw. Canes come up with it. They go behind their own net. Yellen with pressure. Canes player turns back the other way. Loses the puck as he goes to his knees. DiLorenzo first to it. DiLorenzo turns. He loses an edge. Hoover tries to make a play on the puck. It cuts to the middle, came out of the zone, and Anthony tried to step in to hold the zone. It came out a couple inches, slightly offsides. 18 seconds left in this period. McLam, Yellen, DiLorenzo, Hoover, and Anthony. DiLorenzo on the draw. Tries to push it into the zone. It's pushed past him. Anthony steps in. Still in possession. Hoover fires the puck off into the corner, chases it. She's taken down. Canes with the puck behind her net. Wraparound attempt. DiLorenzo comes in and pokes it away. Net came off. We were wondering what was going on. So 3 seconds left in the period. Canes win the drawback clean, right in between their own defensemen, and that's going to wrap up the period. Good second period for the Raptors. We're up 5-0, and we're going to roll into the third period on a power play, just like we did last period. This time it'll be for 53 seconds. Man, they're getting a lot of penalties.
Yeah, I think we've gotten away with a couple, but a couple of them have been a little chintzy.
Yeah.
But
maybe some frustration.
Yeah.
All right. Getting a speech here from Coach Doss. I'm sure he's probably telling them to keep their heads. I mean, we got a 5-0 lead.
Yeah.
It's getting a little chippy right now. We just need to focus on playing hockey and not get caught up in all that stuff. Just keep playing our breed of hockey and keep burying pucks.
Just gotta skate away.
Yep. Just skate away. Let the scoreboard do the talking and get it to a running clock.
Yeah, we should be close to that.
Yeah. right, here we go. Into the third period. I love it. The defensemen go over and fist bump the goalie. Costellito's having a great game. It's Schroeder, Anaya, and Lane with Okyabrski and Wolf out there on D. Schroeder to take the face off. We're on a power play here. Lane comes up with the puck off the draw. Lane into the Kane zone. Cuts to his backhand, to his forehand. Backhand, nasty move. Oh my God. He finished that with his backhand, but the goalie broke one way. He pulled it back to his backhand, and it was an easy tap-in. Power play goal for the Raptors. That's 6-0 lead. That was 10 seconds into the third period that we got that goal. Schroeder on the face-off. He pushes it ahead. Lane's there. He picks that off. Lane's still in possession of the puck. He centers one. Oh, and Aya's wide open on the far side. It was to his backhand. He sends it up to the point. Wolf winds up, sends it down low, chipped, rebound, loose. Oh, right past Lane's stick. He centers one, knocked away. Right to Schroeder's stick. Oh, he fires it at the net. Puck still loose. Anaya grabs it. He chops at it. Goalie covers it up. We're going to get a line change. 14:25 left in the third period. Raptors up 6-0. It's Doss, McPhee, and Waldron with Hoover and Robinson on D. Waldron on the face-off. Waldron wins it over. McPhee steps in. Right back to Waldron. Shot towards the net. It's knocked down. The defenseman fires it up. It's going to go down. It's for icing, and it will be. Good job by Costellito to not play the puck and let us get another face-off inside the zone. Waldron on the face-off. He wins it over to the boards. McPhee chops at the puck. It has poked it away. Waldron, Hoover steps in, fires it down low. It goes off of a shin pad. They clear it past and they've got us caught. Robinson hustling back to avoid a breakaway. They've got a player on the far side. He steps back. Shot blocked by Hoover on the back check. Canes with the puck. A centering attempt. Oh, no one there. McPhee steps in, grabs the puck. He had Doss on the far side, missed him. Turnover in the zone. Waldron on the back check. Costellito covers it up. All right, we switched up the defense. We've got Hoover and Hollingworth out there. McPhee, Dawson, Waldron at forward. 13:41 left in the third. We're up 6-0. Waldron on the face-off. It's pushed back. McPhee comes up, plays the puck. Defenseman holds the zone. Waldron picks off that pass. It's fired off the boards. Doss is the first to the puck. He's supported by McPhee on the far side. Doss cuts to the middle. It gets caught in his skates. Pushes it to McPhee to his backhand. Backhand shot. Waldron's wide open in front of the net. Stick lift. Kane's trying to clear the zone. Pass to the defenseman. Push to the middle. Waldron tries to make a play on the puck. It's over to the boards. Waldron turns. Sends it up to Doss along the near side boards. Doss knocks it away. Oh, unlucky bounce for us. Canes recover. Into our zone, knocked away by, looks like, Felmy. Canes regrouping in the neutral zone. They push it ahead. Anthony steps up and swats at it. McPhee grabs the puck. McPhee turns and dumps it into the zone, and he's knocked down. Sorry, I lost the camera there. Canes have the puck. They're trying to clear the zone. Hollingworth steps in. Yellen sends it down into the corner. Canes just fired out of the zone. That looks like it's going to go all the way down for icing. And it will. 12:28 left in the third period. 6-0 lead. McPhee's hunched over on the bench. Not sure what happened to him. Yellen, Felmy, and DiLorenzo. Anthony and Hollingworth. DiLorenzo. Canes win the draw. It's pushed up along the boards. Gavin Hollingworth tries to hold the zone. A little too heavy. Anthony racing back to avoid a breakaway. Good play by Anthony. Hollingworth recovers and swats it over to the far side boards. Felmy tries to play along the boards. It's knocked back in, and Anthony clears it out. Puck's going to go all the way down. Icing's up. It's going to be a face-off inside the Raptor zone. .12:05 left in the third period. Raptors up 6-0. Di Lorenzo to take the face-off. Canes win it back clear to the point. He winds up, shot. Costellito makes the save off into the corner. Okyabrski in a nice battle. Centering attempt blocked by Okyabrski. Di Lorenzo comes in to help out. Canes centering attempt that's blocked by Di Lorenzo's stick. Canes grab the puck. Fires a shot, blocked by Okyabrski. Nice block. Felmy pushes it ahead to Yellen. Yellen with the puck. He's into the zone. He puts a move on. It's blocked away by the skates. Di Lorenzo tries to pick up the loose puck. It's taken away. Okyabrski pokes at the breakout attempt by the Canes. He's into the Raptor zone. Wolf stabs at it. It goes over to the far side boards. Felmy comes in and plays the body. And he's taken down after. It's going to be another penalty coming up on the Canes. Felmy went over and played a little bit of the body, and then he was tripped afterwards. It was just an unnecessary penalty. It's going to be Schroeder, Lane, and Anaya with Okyabrski and Wolf on defense. Another power play for the Raptors. 11:16 left in the third period. We're up 6-0. Schroeder to take the face-off. He wins it back clean. Nice draw. Anaya up to Wolf. Wolf holds his own, sends it back to Anaya. This time it's knocked away. We're going to have to regroup in the neutral. Okyabrski first to the puck. He curls towards the boards, and that came up over and hit this pole right next to my head. That was close. That was a sporty play right there. You could probably hear that metal dinging. We've got Hoover and Robinson onto the ice for the defensive pairing. Schroeder to take the draw right in front of me. Canes win it. It's poked at by Schroeder. Anaya chops at it. He gets it ahead to Lane. Lane cuts to the middle, has the puck swatted down into the corner. Schroeder's first to it. He turns, forehand centers. Oh, right to Anaya off of Lane's stick. Puck's still loose. Sounds like the ref blew the whistle, even though the ref lost sight of the puck and blew the whistle. It was loose. It happens. All right, 10:41 left in the third. 55 seconds more on this power play for the Raptors. Schroeder on the draw. He wins it back, sent back to the point. Hoover steps in, winds up. Her shot's blocked. She chips it low to Anaya. Anaya turns, tries to hit Lane. Lane can't handle it. He had a nice move on. Schroeder sends one towards the net. That's blocked. Canes turn, fired off the boards. Schroeder's there. Looks like he knocked that down. I can't really see the play. It goes down to Lane. He centers one. Anaya was not able to get to that. Schroeder up to Robinson. Robinson sends it low. It's blocked. Robinson chops at the puck, and the Canes are able to clear the zone. Hoover's going to be first to the puck. Hoover curls to the far side boards. Anaya's wide open, calling for it. Anaya to Lane. Oh, Schroeder knocked that down. Lane assessing, cuts back to the middle. He's taken down. Anaya laying on the ice, trying to regroup. Hoover turns. We're going to get caught for offsides as Lane was laying on the ice in some pain. .950 left in the third. We still have 4 seconds on this power play. Raptors are up 6-0. Waldron on the face-off. Good battle by McPhee to bump off the puck. Shot onto Costellito, fired off into the corner by Hollingworth. Kane center, it's knocked away by Hollingworth. Goss coming in, he gets a chip on the puck. It's played with a high stick in front by Anthony. Canes get a shot off and it's a goal. A little bit of a breakdown there. Waldron, Doss, McPhee, Hollingworth, and Anthony. Waldron wins the puck back. Hollingworth fires it up along the boards to McPhee, who went down. Canes get the puck and fire it into the zone. Hollingworth trying to hold him to the outside, cut back to the middle. Shots blocked by Anthony. Anthony steps up, pushes it up to McPhee. McPhee has it poked away. Doss with the puck, chips it ahead. McPhee scoops the puck. He's getting back checked on by the Canes. McPhee over to the outside. Puck's loose on the boards. Waldron steps in and bangs it down low. Puck battle along the boards. Canes are able to clear. Anthony hustling over to the puck. It's poked past him, but Waldron's there to clean it up. He turns and bangs it along the boards. McPhee's up ahead. He's supported by Doss. McPhee turns and dumps it. Behind the net. Doss with pressure. Oh, turnover by the goalie. Doss harassing. Canes trying to clear it. Anthony steps in. He gets beat. Hollingworth there. Hollingworth turns to backwards, pokes at it, knocks it away. Good play by Hollingworth. Anthony assesses, sends it up along the boards. No one's there. Canes intercept the pass. They're trying to clear the zone. McLam chips the puck ahead. Doss sends it into the zone. Canes with the puck in the neutral zone. He loses it. McPhee grabs the puck in the neutral zone, flips it up over. He's going to come over for a change. McLam with pressure as the puck goes into the corner. They wrap it all the way around. Felmy steps in, grabs the puck, centers one towards the net. McLam's there. Goalie tries to cover it up. It's still loose. DiLorenzo grabs the puck, fires it with his backhand down low. Turns. McLam gets a shot off. It's fired off along the wall. Wolf made a decision to step in. It poked right past him, but DiLorenzo backchecked to cover for him. Wolf grabs the puck over the red line, up ahead to Felmy. Felmy into the zone. He turns, sends it down into the corner. It's blocked. Canes try to clear. DiLorenzo intercepts it, turns, winds up shot. Goalie gloves it. Nice save by the goalie. Good shot by DiLorenzo in traffic. That was hard to see. 7:27 left in the third period. Raptors are up 6-1. DiLorenzo on the draw. Canes win that draw. They break out. Akiabersi tries to put him to the outside, and it's poked past him.
Offsides!
We're lucky to get that offsides there. We were kind of beat. They were going in on a 3-on-1. All right, we got DiLorenzo, Felmy, McLam, Hoover, and Robinson. DiLorenzo on the draw. He pushes it over to Felmy. He didn't see it. Canes pick that off and go right into our zone to his forehand shot. Cosolito knocks it down. Rebound. Kicked away. Second attempt off into the corner. Felmy has it. He sends it up along the wall. Nobody's there. Shot from the point. Bangs off the boards up in the air. Canes try to center. Robinson harassing. DiLorenzo comes in, pokes the puck away. Up along the boards. Hits McLam's stick and bounces over, but avoids an icing. Canes over to the far side boards. DiLorenzo chasing. Good hustle by DiLorenzo to pick that off. He sends it over to the far side. Robinson has it. He bangs it up along the boards, but the defenseman holds. McLam comes in with a stick lift, and they still get it into our zone. DiLorenzo chasing. Has the puck behind our net. Canes pick it away. Hoover harassing. Felmy tries to move it up ahead to Lamb. It's caught in some skates. Hoover over to the near side board. She clears our zone, bangs it off the boards, and is taken down. McLam gets a stick on the puck and knocks it up in the air, but the Canes recover into our zone, and they're offsides. He made a move on the blue line and turned to his backhand, created his own offsides. 6:20 left in the third. The clock's running right now. What's that? Yeah. All right, Lane, Schroeder, and Anaya out there with Hollingworth and Anthony. Canes pick up the puck off the faceoff. They send a shot towards Cosolito. He knocks it down. Rebound goes over Cosolito's shoulder. It was just a weird bounce that he just chopped at it with his backhand. It looked like it was ricocheted off of Anthony's stick perhaps and then bounced over Cosolito's shoulder. Really not much you could do about it. It was like slow motion. All right, 6-2. Raptors still in the lead with 6:09 left in the third. Schroeder pushes that face off ahead, but the Canes pick it off. Canes go into the zone. Shot. Cosolito knocks it down with his glove. Lost it as it went behind the net. It's played over to Anaya. Anaya looking for an option. He sends it up to Schroeder. Schroeder splits the defense. They pick the puck away. Canes regrouping in the neutral zone. They make it a zone entry. Send it over to the far side boards. Hollingworth with pressure in the corner. He makes a play to the middle. Schroeder and Anaya harassing up to the point. Point man with a shot. Oh, that squirted through. That was very fortunate for us. Puck comes up to the point. Lane racing to block it. It's fired down low, left of the net. Hollingworth chasing the puck into the corner. Anaya comes in to help out. He digs the puck, sends it over to Lane, hits him on his backhand. A little behind him, but he's able to regroup. Lane cuts to the middle. He's got Schroeder. He's knocked off the puck, turns it over, but Anaya grabs that. Anaya sends it down low to Schroeder, has the puck swatted away. Anaya chips it around the net. Lane racing to get there. He turns, centering. Oh, centering attempt. The goalie has no idea where it is. I couldn't see it. It went behind the net. Hollingworth steps in, fires it low. Puck is loose, up to the point again. Hollingworth fires it down low. It's kicked off into the corner by a Canes player. Canes turn and look. He cuts back to the left side. Tries to center one. It goes all the way through. Bounces right below me. Anthony steps in and sends it tries to send it to the zone. Anthony goes down. We got a 2-on-2. Right past Hollingworth. Oh, he had the goalie beat, but it went wide right of the net. Schroeder turns and fires one. And we're going to get a slashing call on Anaya. .4:23 left in the third period. Raptors are up 6-2, and now we're killing a penalty. They got a slash on Anaya. It's Waldron and Doss with Oktyabrsky and Wolf out there. Canes won the draw. They send the puck down low. Waldron came in and poked at it. Canes still in possession of the puck. They're trying to pass it around. Shot goes high, knocked down by Oktyabrsky. Oktyabrsky fires it up. No one there. That could go all the way down for icing, and it will. Oh no, it looks like icing was waved off. It didn't quite make it to the goal line. Canes have the puck. They try to hit a man that's wide open for a breakaway. Oktyabrsky hustling back. He makes a play, pokes it away, and they're going to get us. Oh my God. They were offsides by a mile, and they had us on a penalty, and I don't know what was going on there. We were going to get a penalty, and they got us on the offsides.
Put your hand not up! Whose hand was under offsides?
I think Doss, we had a hand up for offsides, and we were going to get a penalty. All right, so we're now down to a 6-3 lead. Coach Doss is going to call for a timeout. Got a little chaotic over here. Coach is a little fired up. We can see as we've watched our 6-0 lead vanish into a 6-3 lead. There's 3:40 left in the game. If we play our cards right, we should wrap this thing up. Actually, we should put in some more goals. But right now, we got to stop the bleeding. So good timeout by the coach. All right, we got 3:40 left in this. We got 3:40 left in this game. Might have been 87. Yeah. All right, we got Schroeder, Lane, Anaya with Hoover and Anthony out there. 5-on-5 hockey. Schroeder on the face-off. Lane comes up with the puck. He bangs it off the boards, and that's going to go for an icing.
Yeah.
All right, same group out here. Schroeder on the face-off. He wins it back. Schroeder fires it up to the point. Lane chips it past the defenseman. Canes will be first to the puck. Blocked by Lane as he attempts to clear it. Lane cuts back, turns, fires one to Anaya. Oh man, his shot was blocked and it landed right on Anaya's stick. He got off a quick shot, but goalie made a nice save there. 3:17 left in the third. It's going to be a face-off inside the Cane zone. Schroeder, Anaya, Lane, Anthony, and Hoover.
Looks like they went back to the original deep areas too.
Schroeder on the face-off comes over to Anaya. He tries to send it to the point. It's past Hoover. Hoover pushes it over to the boards, and the Canes fire it into our zone. Anthony chasing the puck as it goes behind our net. He turns, fires it right back the way it came from. No one there. Lane turns and chips it off the board. Schroeder hustling. The defenseman holds his own. Hoover tries to clear. It's blocked. Canes push it down into our zone. Anthony fires it up along the boards, and it chips out between the defenseman's legs. Schroeder racing to the puck. Canes come up with it, send it along the boards, and Anaya's there. He backhands it into the zone. Lane chasing. The puck's wrapped all the way around. Anaya moving over to the boards to try to shut that down. They chip it up over his stick into the middle. Hoover steps in, has it knocked away. Anthony playing the puck, turns to his backhand and tries to push it into the zone. It's blocked. It's along the boards. A little bit of a scrum there at the blue line. Canes come away with the puck. Hoover steps in, misses the play. Anthony back checking. Anaya hustling to get back. Puck goes into the corner. Hoover turns, sends it up along the boards. That's blocked by a Canes player. Hoover takes him down, no call. Pushed up along the boards. Anaya racing up. He's got Lane in support. Hits him with a nice pass. Defenseman goes down and Anaya's on top of him. Schroeder with Lane in support. Lane cuts back. Puts a move on the goalie to his forehand and knocks it in. Nice move by Lane to burn the goalie. It was 7-3 Raptors, 150 left in the third period. Waldron, Dawson, McPhee with Hollingworth and Robinson on D. Looks like the Canes are going to call for a timeout. Well, we got a timeout for about a minute. About 150 left in this game. Raptors are up 7-3. I'm not going to lie, this is a kind of chaotic spot to be on the ice. You got the scorekeepers. This is where the refs can be, and we're right next to the bench. So there's a lot of yelling, and it kind of could create a little confusion sometimes. So the brain's not firing sometimes with all the stuff going on over here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was making the penalty ball and he was having it at the same time. They were definitely offside.
Oh yeah, they were offside. It's all good. All right. It's going to be Waldron, Doss, McPhee with Robinson and Hollingworth. Waldron on the face-off. He pushes it to the middle. Hollingworth steps up, chips it ahead. It goes into the zone, and it's going to be icing.
He's got to put that more off the boards.
Same crew, 143 left in the third. Waldron on the faceoff, Canes win it clean, winds up for a slap shot, it's blocked, rebound. Waldron plays it up along the boards, McPhee comes in and chops at the puck, pushes to the middle, Waldron tries to clear, that's knocked away. Knocked down in front, shot right into Cosolito's glove, beautiful save. 127 left in the third period. Raptors up 7-3. Wolf knocked Yabersi onto the ice. Waldron on the face-off. He wins it back cleanly. He turns, sends it up along the boards. Hollingworth there to block it. He turns, chips it up along the wall. It's taken away by the Canes. Canes put a move on Waldron to his forehand shot. Saved by Cosolito. It's still loose. Chipped at. Puck's loose in front. I can't see anything. It goes off into the corner. Canes with the puck behind our net. He backhand centers one. It's knocked down and loose. Octoberstein pushes it over to the boards. Doss trying to clear. Doss sends it down. We got an empty net. Canes racing to the puck. Pressured by McPhee. Waldron tries to hold the zone. It goes past him. Canes have an extra skater on the ice. Canes push it into our zone. Wolf grabs the puck, tries to clear the zone. That's waved off. They held the zone. Doss sends it down. That could go for icing. That's waved off. McPhee pressuring. McPhee chopping at the puck. He's going to draw a penalty. With 30 seconds left in the game, McPhee's going to go into the box for tripping.
Yeah, McPhee for tripping.
All right, we got 26 seconds left in this game. Got to kill this thing off. We've got McLam and DiLorenzo with Anthony and Hoover. DiLorenzo on the draw. Canes come up with it. Good hustle by DiLorenzo to get back into play. Anthony fires at the puck. Up to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo skating. He's got an empty net. He doesn't even know it. I don't think he could have fired one at the net. He was over the red line. McLam steps in. He chops at the puck. McLam collides. Anthony sends one into the zone off of a Canes player that was laying on the ice. DiLorenzo to the outside. He cuts to the middle. Shot. That's blocked by a Canes player. It's going to be a 7-3 win for the Raptors. Good game. Cosolito comes up with the W. Raptors took both games this weekend. Nice play. Well, that's it, guys. We'll look forward to seeing you at the next one. Hope you enjoyed the game. It was another fun victory for the Raptors. Take care, everyone.